Did you guys know that Dave & Buster's has a banquet hall? I didn't either. But when I found out, we decided to rent it out for our Teacher Appreciation Week celebration. Let's talk about it. If you're new here, my name is Dani Christine. I am a nationwide childcare business consultant, and I own 4 childcare centers in the state of New York, which I operate remotely here from my home office. You can also discover how you can operate your childcare business remotely by joining my free webinar next week, Wednesday, May 16th at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time by RSVPing at childcaresites.com/webinars. This week was Teacher Appreciation Week, and when our leadership team sat down at the beginning of this school year to plan out the calendar, honestly, we had something very different planned, but those plans changed kind of at the last minute. Traditionally, we host a formal event at some point during the year for adults only. Our first center opened in March of 2017, so we did our first big community event around the holiday season at that time in 2017, and we opened our doors to the community after childcare hours had ended, and we shared food and celebrated the holidays together. Children were actually welcomed at that one since it was inside of our center. We had them play with toys, we shared some food with the kids and their families and the community members. We gave some toys away to those in need, and that was very special in its own, and it kind of evolved as our company grew. The second time that we did a formal event was actually off-site. It was in December of 2018. We rented a small yacht and hosted a holiday party and a toy drive. We invited our staff to come for free, and we sold tickets to families. The third time around was also in December of the following year in 2019. We did the same concept of a holiday party and a toy drive for adults only, but this time we kept it on land and we rented out a ballroom in a nearby country club. Now, I think we all know what happened in 2020, and of course there was that second wave in the winter of 2021, so we did not do any formal events those 2 years, unfortunately. But we did bring our formal event back in 2022 in a bit of a different way. We had noticed that it was getting hard to sell tickets around the holiday season, so we decided to move the formal event to the month of March, and we called it our 5-year anniversary gala. And again, all staff were invited for free, and we sold tickets to families and encouraged them to invite their friends and families that were 18 and over. That was a really special event in honor of our program's 5-year anniversary. It truly was a night to remember. In 2023, we did not do a local formal event, but if you count the captain's dinner, we did have a formal event with our staff on a cruise to Bermuda that we treated them to. And with the exception of 2017 and 2023, all those years in between, we awarded a teacher from each location Teacher of the Year.
Employee of the Year to Inez Herrera.
And that concept is what sparked the idea for me to want to host a Teacher Appreciation Gala in 2024. We had originally planned to go back to the country club this year, but instead do it sometime in May around Teacher Appreciation Week. Now, while I do think the idea would have been a good one, what I had planned was honestly not in our budget, and the teachers weren't feeling it either. We may still do it, some version of it sometime in the future, so I'm not gonna share all those details of what I was gonna do just yet, but just stay tuned. But let's get back into what we actually did do this year. Because we have weekly level 10 meetings with our leadership team, including our center directors, it was brought to my attention around March that we may need to pivot in a different direction for this Teacher Appreciation Celebration event. This left only about a month and a half to figure something else out. Coincidentally, around that same time, we were planning and researching for our summer field trips for our children. And we were looking into Dave & Buster's as a field trip option for the kids this summer. And as I was coordinating that and setting it up for the kids for the summertime, I noticed that the Dave & Buster's website had a tab for corporate events, which I would have never stumbled across in any other occasion. And when I clicked into it, I noticed that they offered up to 2,000 square feet of space with audio and visual equipment, large event tables, conference rooms, drinks, a buffet of a variety of different food options. And that was all just a light bulb moment for me. I also noticed that they offered the opportunity for a Dave & Buster's team member to come into whatever event you were having and host a team building activity with your people out on the gaming floor. So I took all that information and I brought it to our next level 10 meeting. Our leadership team loved the idea, so we got straight to planning. Now, before I get into those plans, I want to mention that Teacher Appreciation Week was actually a full week of the teachers being showered with appreciation. Throughout the week, our families did a great job of showing up and showing out for our teachers by bringing in meaningful gifts and sharing beautiful words with them. It's important to remember that all parents might not be aware of when Teacher Appreciation Week is, and even if they are aware, they might not understand what is customary for them to do during Teacher Appreciation Week. So it is our job as leaders to inform them, let them know. As usual, I made sure that this special week was displayed on our company website's calendar page. I am the one who created and controls our website, so making any updates or revisions as needed is very easy for me to do. It is very easy to do in general, and you can do it too. Visit childcaresites.com/webinars to join my free webinar on Thursday, May 16th at 6:30 p.m. and I'll share more about this. I also made sure to schedule automatic emails and text messages to go out to the families in advance leading up to Teacher Appreciation Week to remind them that it was happening. And in the messaging, I made sure to list different suggestions of ways that parents could show their appreciation for their teachers. Our center directors also usually get creative with their own personal ways that they want to show appreciation for the teachers that they are with on a daily basis. So they absolutely did that in their own ways inside the center throughout the week. But I wanted to do something as a whole company on the company level. We have over 40 teachers across our location, so I wanted to bring them all together on a special day and really celebrate them as a unit. So to do this right, we did choose to have an early dismissal yesterday, which was Friday of Teacher Appreciation Week. We were able to give the families about a month notice, but typically we do not like to alter the school calendar after it's already been set and published in the summertime. But this was absolutely the best decision to make sure that all of our staff actually got the chance to participate, and we did not have to try to force them to come in and do something on their time off at the last minute. We decided to pick the Friday of Teacher Appreciation Week because we actually had a Mother's Day event celebration going on that day where many of our parents would already be inside the center that morning doing a muffins with mom. So they got to take their kids right on home after they shared some breakfast with them. This year, we decided to bring back the tradition of awarding a Teacher of the Year. This time around, the way we selected who would win Teacher of the Year was actually by having the teachers vote on each other, and they didn't even know they were voting. And honestly, unless they watch this part of the video, they're not going to know that they voted on each other. The way we did this was back in February during one of our staff meetings. We actually sent out our annual staff survey, and I inserted a question at the end asking them to name a teacher that they believe exemplified our company core values the best and describe why. We took those answers and selected the names of the teachers who popped up most often, and those were the teachers that won the award. And those teachers whose names did pop up most often, their names popped up often for a reason. It was because it was true. The staff who won the award are excellent teachers and set great examples of what it means to be a Teacher of the Year. Our center directors were tasked with writing the speeches for who won the Teacher of the Year award at their center.
Her students leave the classroom knowing so much more from when they started, not only in English, but in Spanish as well. Her hard work and dedication does not go unnoticed from myself, other staff, other admins, even the parents. I I can't name one family that would ever have anything negative to say about this staff. And if they do, tell them come talk to me. We'll have a nice conversation. I'm joking.
And spoiler alert, tears were flooding the entire room during the director's speeches. They did an excellent job. The speeches were moving, they were special, and they were true. What made it even more special is that one of our directors had the idea of inviting the award recipients' family members to come watch them receive the award. And then I turned that into a complete surprise. I wanted to make sure that the award recipients did not know that their families were coming, and we kept it a surprise as long as we possibly could. So they were surprised literally just minutes before they were announced as the winners of the award. We also wanted to take the day to acknowledge some more teachers' accomplishments. So we decided to give something special to teachers who were graduating from college or getting their bachelor's, master's, or even getting their child development associate, their CDA. So in the days leading up to the event, myself, our parent coordinator, Gigi, and our bookkeeper, Miss India, who you may have seen in an episode of Childcare Sights and Sounds podcast, we decided on creating a graduation cap decoration that we would frame and gift to the teachers that were receiving it as a little keepsake. We decided to add a special touch by spray painting a magnifying glass, a glitter turquoise color, to resemble our company logo, which you can kind of see here on my hoodie. You see the little magnifying glass with the A+ inside. So we did that, hot glued it to the center of the graduation cap, and of course we bedazzled it and added some glitter stickers to customize it. And we put a special message that said, "Teach them, love them, watch them grow," around the perimeter of the cap. This definitely took the three of us a couple days to get all 8 of these caps finished between everything else we had going on during the week, but we were able to get it done and we had fun while doing it. On the day of the event, during my speech, I called all 8 of these teachers up by name to present this gift to them, and it was such a joy watching their faces light up as they got closer and saw what it was. They really enjoyed it, and that made our hearts happy as a leadership team. I won't bore you with the full speech, but during it, I made sure to thank all of our teachers and all of our staff in general outside of the classroom too, including our transportation team, our custodial team, and our administrative leadership team, because we are all teachers in some way, and it was important to me to acknowledge that. I then handed off the mic to our center directors to give them the opportunity to present their speeches and give out their awards to the Teacher of the Year. I need your help with an idea, by the way, because I think there's something cute that I want to do in the future. I want to keep this tradition going of every year giving a Teacher of the Year award, but I want every year I order the award from the same online like trophy company, and it's just this little star on top of a, you know, kind of generic little acrylic stand, which it's cute. It's definitely a beautiful award, but I want to make it a little more custom. So I'm thinking of seeing if I can get the trophy company or a different company to customize like either the magnifying glass and put it at the top, or if you take Teacher of the Year, right? Please give me your suggestions in the comments below. But if you take Teacher of the Year and abbreviate it, it could spell TOY, T-O-Y, Teacher of the Year, toy. So I was thinking like we could create like a custom trophy that has like a little gold or metal type of toy on the top as the decoration piece, and then it's like the toy awards, because teachers, early childhood educators work with young children who play with toys. Isn't that cute? The toy awards. Stop. And if you see someone else do it, you heard it here first. Leave your comments below. Should next year be the same sort of star emblem thing, or should it be our company logo with the magnifying glass, or should it be the toy? Anyway, After the ceremony, the Dave & Buster's team members came in and split us up into groups of 5 to do the team building competition on the gaming floor. They had us compete against each other in a car racing game. They had us go against each other in a basketball hoop competition. And then they had us do that little rolly, roll the ball into the circles, rings. What is it called? I don't know. Then they had us do air hockey. Our staff is very competitive. When I tell you they are very competitive, they are very competitive. So this was a lot of fun. I got the feedback that this type of event is something that they would prefer to do more often, which was great to hear. After the games, we were brought back to the banquet hall to hear who won. Shout out to the pink team. I was not on the pink team, but shout out to my team, the blue and purple. The week before, I had also asked the center directors to send me a list of links to items that they know their teachers would love to receive as a gift. So a couple days before the event, I bought all those items, and then myself, India, and Gigi, as we were decorating the caps, we also took time to put the gifts in our company gift bags and make them look cute. The directors also wrote personalized thank you cards or showering them with words of affirmation. So that was really special. We presented these gifts to the teachers to go get from the gift table towards the end of the event as somewhat of a party favor. So everyone did get to go home with something at the end of the day. Since our leadership team has grown so much to this point, I felt like it was a great time to introduce a new type of award, which I called the Leadership Award. And Miss India won that. She is a true example of a leader in many, 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 many more ways than one. And she always shows up whenever and wherever needed. Again, I will save you from the speech. But I did want to take a moment to acknowledge the hard work that she puts in every day. And I know that everyone at all of our centers also feels it. And that's kind of what I'm looking for each year going forward for the Leadership Award recipient. That it's not just that your work is highlighted as excellent for me, but your impact is beyond just what you do on a daily basis, that you are impacting multiple people in many ways across all locations. All in all, everything was so beautiful. It was a touching ceremony filled with surprises. It was a lot of fun, and I could not think of a way that the day could have been better, honestly. We didn't take away from the teachers' personal time off, and we made a way for them to get a mental break during the weekday that they really needed. It was well deserved, and they received their flowers. Sometimes it can be very hard to think of creative ways to celebrate special events, especially when we are so busy in the childcare industry. So this is one of the reasons why I wanted to make this video. And I would love for you to share what you did for Teacher Appreciation Week in the comments below. And after you share your comment, read through the rest of them. Maybe you'll get different ideas for next year. We want to keep things fresh and exciting and do different things each year. So that makes it even more challenging sometimes, that we're creative, we find a good thing, but we don't want to bore people by doing the same thing over and over again. So please share with each other, create a community of ideas in this comment section. And speaking of being busy, as a childcare business leader, we need to find ways to maximize our time and work efficiently. And I promise you, if you join my free webinar on Thursday, May 16th at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, I will show you how to do just that. So visit childcaresites.com/webinars, scan this QR code that's right here, or scroll down and click that link in the description. I made it super easy for you to get RSVP'd. So go ahead and do that. And while you're down in that comment section, you might as well hit that red subscribe button and notification bell so that you can be notified next time I post a new video, which will be real soon. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.